What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and Seattle Storm guard Jewell Loyd has requested a trade, and this is a very unfortunate situation because we know there were allegations of harassment and bullying, and then last night we got the news that an external investigation had been conducted and that they weren't able to find the harassment or bullying took place, and now you have Jewell Loyd requesting the trade, and I was hoping she's going to be able to mend her relationship with the organization because she's one of the best players in Storm history. She's a 6-time All-Star, a 2-time WNBA champion, and she has won so many games for the Storm. She hit so many big shots for them, and I just wanted to see her play her entire career for the Storm. But unfortunately, it looks like that is not going to happen, and now the Storm have to figure out what direction they want to move this franchise in, because if you're trading away Jewell Loyd, does it make sense to keep Neko Ogwumike and Skylar Diggins-Smith? And I would say no, it doesn't, because those are two veteran players, y'all, that at this point in their career, all they want to do is compete for championships. If Jewell Loyd is not on your team, you don't have a shot of competing for championships. And if the Storm do end up trading her, I think there are a couple of teams that are really going to be interested in her services. I think the first team that's going to be interested in her, y'all, is the Chicago Sky. You look at the Chicago Sky, this is the team that desperately needs shooting and scoring. They really need better guard play, and Jewell Loyd will come in and get about 20 points per game. She's also a pretty solid defender, and I think, y'all, she would just bring some veteran leadership to a very young team. We know they have Angel Reese and Camila Cardoza and Dana Evans, and I think she would just be a great mentor for those players. So I would love to see her go to Chicago Sky. And I think the second team that's going to be interested in her is the Atlanta Dream. And you look at the Atlanta Dream, last year they were the worst three-point shooting team in the league. They only averaged about 71 points per game. And this is the team, kind of like the Chicago Sky, they really, really need just some more scoring, some more firepower on their team. And if you have Jewell Loyd next to Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard, I mean, that is a really good scoring trio right there. And I think the Atlanta Dream could kind of solidify themselves as a contender with Jewell Loyd, Ryan Howard, and Alicia Gray. And if they're able to bring back Tina Charles, man, that team would be looking pretty good. But then, y'all, I think there's a sneaky team that could be interested in Jewell Loyd. And to me, that team is the LA Sparks. And if the Sparks really want to accelerate their rebuild, what better player to bring in than Jewell Loyd? You could pair her with Cameron Brink and Rickea Jackson. We know before Cameron Brink got injured last year in her rookie season, y'all, she was looking like one of the best defenders in the WNBA. Rickea Jackson had a really good rookie year. She looks like she's going to be a 20-point per game scorer for years to come. And if you have her and Cameron Brink, next to Jewell Loyd, now, y'all, the Sparks look like a pretty decent team, and they will become a free agency destination because free agents will look at that team like, okay, they got Jewell Loyd, Cameron Brink, and Rickea Jackson. I could come here and make this team even better. Now, we have to see what the Storm would want for Jewell Loyd, because the Sparks had the second overall pick. I don't think they would be willing to part ways with their second overall pick. But if the Sparks, would be okay with getting like their if the Storm would be okay with getting like their 2026 pick, then I think the Sparks are going to be very interested in doing that. But yeah, those are the three teams, y'all, that I think are going to be interested in Jewell Loyd. We do know this: whatever team she ends up going to, she is still going to be getting those buckets. That's what she's done for her entire career. She's one of the best scorers of this generation. Again, I was really hoping, y'all, that her and the Storm, they won't be able to come back on good terms with each other, but it looks like they won't be able to do that. But again, they can still get a good package with her, but you have to, right? You don't just want to just get anything for Jewell Loyd. She's still a great player. She's still a superstar player in this league. You want to make sure you at least get one first-round pick and a couple of solid players. You won't be able to replace her production, but at least if you're able to get a first-round pick and a couple of solid players, you have something to build around. So that's what I would do if I was the Seattle Storm. But again, y'all, Jewell Loyd, whatever team she goes to, she's still going to get those buckets. She's still going to be a 20-point per game scorer, and she can elevate a team that was maybe a non-playoff team, make them a playoff team, or she could take a team that was, a decent team and elevate them to a really good team. So it's going to be interesting to see where she goes. This was another episode of ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. Remember, y'all, last good message. So what? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm an enemy, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.